Whenever I'm talking about the principal pattern, what I need to understand how my antenna radiation, to understand my radiation of an antenna, generally we need to do a 3D plot. Okay? So always it does not require that you should go for the 3D plot. If you are talking about, or if you are plotting your radiation pattern with respect to E field pattern and H field pattern, आपका जो भी E and H, these are nothing but the sufficient, these two parameters or these two things are sufficient to understand what kind of the radiations my antenna gives. ठीक है? So here I can say that if my E and H planes are sufficient, or the E and H plane patterns are called as principal patterns. ठीक है? Now how I can say that this is the E plane principal pattern and a H plane principal pattern. First I'll define what is E plane pattern. So whenever I'm defining the E plane pattern, the definition of E plane pattern is nothing but it's the plane containing which vector? Electric field vector, as it is the E field pattern or E plane pattern. So it is the plane containing E field vector and direction of maximum radiation. Okay, we have taken one example of horn antenna that I'm going to take again. What about the H plane pattern? The same definition will be there. It's the plane containing H field vector and direction of maximum radiation. ठीक है? Suppose I have taken a horn antenna, any directional antenna you take. If I have taken a horn antenna, so the horn antenna radiation pattern will look like this. Always the opening of horn is a rectangular shape like this. ठीक है? This is my Z axis. ठीक है? This is my y axis, and if this is the x axis. ठीक है? और जो भी radiations है, these radiations from this horn antenna will be in this direction, the direction of the x. And it is the directional antenna, radiates more in particular direction, radiates less in other direction. These are nothing but the electric field vectors, and these are nothing but the magnetic field vectors. So this is E and this is H. So always E and H planes are perpendicular to each other. So if I'm going to draw the H field, how my H field will look like? If I'm interested only in the H field, what is the direction of my H field? My H field vector direction will be like this. Okay, so I can say this is my H field. What about the E field direction? If I draw the E field direction, my E field direction will be like this. So this is the E field, which is having a perpendicular with this particular. So I can say this is my E field. Okay, where my E field vector and a direction of maximum radiation is there. If this is my x-axis and if this is my z-axis, okay. So here I can say my maximum radiation is along with the x-axis. The electric and magnetic field of a wave radiated by a horn is in the z direction and the y direction, okay. So what about this particular magnetic field? Where your magnetic field maxima are present in a xy. So H is nothing but the magnetic field, and it presents in which plane? XY plane, and that's why your XY plane, यहाँ पे आपका जो भी XY plane है, it will be called as a principal H plane. Why principal H plane? Because it is having a magnetic field vector and it is having a maximum radiation. So what about XZ plane? In the XZ plane, you will find you present the electric field maxima, and that's why this XZ plane will be called as a principal E plane. Okay, so this is nothing but the concept of the principal planes. So once you understand that E and H, no need to draw the 3D plot always to understand what kind of parameters my antenna gives. Okay, but sometimes all your E and H planes also represent the complete radiation information, and that's why these planes, E and H planes, or you can say the electric field plane and a magnetic field plane, also called as the principal pattern. So this is all about the principal patterns. The next thing which we are going to talk about is nothing but the different types of the plots. So if I know the radiation, how my antenna radiates, I can draw that particular radiation. Either I will draw with respect to say always my radiation will be as a function of direction. I'm going to change the theta every time to see what kind of radiation I'm going to get in that direction. ठीक है. So your x axis, if you're plotting it a 3D or 2D, I'll say you're doing it 2D. ठीक है, x y. तो x पे आपका हमेशा क्या होता है, थीटा होता है, एंगल होता है ना. On output axis you can take any parameter, like you can take a magnetic field intensity, you can take a electric field intensity. ठीक है, then it will be called as the field pattern. अगर आप power ले रहे हो, it will be called as the power pattern. If you are converting that power into the decibels, it will be called as the decibel plot. So we'll talk about the different type of plots. So the first plot here I'm going to discuss is nothing but the normalized field plot. If you're taking any field like E, H will be called as a normalized field plot. The next one is nothing but the normalized power plot. And the third plot is nothing but the decibel plot. Okay, so we'll see the difference between each and every plot. Okay, I'll discuss first normalized field plot. So which plot you will call as a normalized field plot? Now, in general, if I'm talking about any radiation pattern, any plot, in general, the pattern can be obtained for the field components and its phase component. So if I talk about the field component, if I'm taking only electric field intensity, E field, so electric field component, it may be in the theta direction, it may be in the phi direction. So I can say it will be E theta. It is the function of theta and phi. Then I can say either it will be the E5, it will be function of again theta and phi. Okay, and the phase of this particular electric component. So I can say phase component of this electric field, I can denote it like delta theta as a function of theta and phi, and I can say d5 as a function of theta and phi, and so on. So whereas I can say this delta is nothing but the phase angle, and again you know what is E. E is nothing but the electric field intensity. Okay, but that intensity you're going to measure with respect to theta and phi, and that's why you're going to represent all that things like this. Okay, so the plot can be made normalized. Now if I'm talking about the normalized field plot, so normalized field plot means what? The normalized, say I'm taking normalized my electric field in the theta direction, which is function of theta and phi. ठीक है. Now अगर इसका मुझे normalized value निकालना है, how I'm going to normalize this thing? I'll represent as E theta as a function of theta and phi. I'm going to normalize, so n, so E theta theta phi divided by E theta theta phi maximum. ठीक है, अगर आप वो पूरा थीटा रोटेट कर रहे हो और आप ये इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी इफ यू आर गेटिंग, you have to divide it with the maximum value. So what is the possibility of that particular? So E theta, the range will be from 0 to 1. So maximum value will be 1 and you have a minimum value will be 0. Okay, so this is all about the normalized power, sorry, field pattern. So whenever I'm talking about the normalized field pattern, how I'm going to draw, I'll take the example of the directional antenna. So आपका directional antenna आपका maximum radiate कर रहा है. So अगर आपका maximum radiate कर रहा है in a particular direction, you will get this kind of the pattern. ठीक है, अब if I'm getting a maximum radiation in the 0 degree, the radiations will be like, or radiation pattern will be this one, because I have theta on this axis and I like electric field intensity in this direction, but it is normalized. ठीक है, ये आपका normalized है और आपने ये इसको, maximum value will be 1, minimum value will be 0. ठीक है, and I'll have some side lobes over here. ठीक है, आपका जो भी other direction ये वाला. ठीक है, so this is something, so this is the major lobe. Now this is the field pattern where I'm getting a normalized value. I'll just denote it with the En. Okay, instead of representing such long he and only simple n. Okay, maximum. So here, if I understand what kind of pattern I am getting, I can calculate the half power beam width. What is the half power beam width? The half power beam width is nothing but it's angular separation between 2 points of half power. ठीक है. If I'm saying my power is half, what about the electric field intensity? It will be 1 by root 2 En. ठीक है, अगर पावर हाफ है तो आपका ये फील्ड जो होगा 1 by root 2 होगा. 1 by root 2 means 0.7. So if I am getting here 0.7 not 7, here 0.7 not 7. If I connect these 2 points, ठीक है, अगर आप ये दो पॉइंट्स को कनेक्ट कर रहे हो, this angular separation will be called as the half power beam width. ठीक है. What about the first null beam width? This is the half power beam width. The second is nothing but the first null beam width. Now how am I going to get the definition of the first null beam width? So the definition of first null beam width is nothing but the angular separation, or you can say it's an angular distance between 2 points on each side of the major lobe, just adjacent, not too far away. ठीक है, so just adjacent where the radiation drops to 0. ठीक है, आपका जहां पे रेडिएशन ड्रॉप कर रहा है 0 पे, you can take that 2 points. So where your radiation drops to 0 adjacent to the major lobe, here you'll get the 0 power. Here you'll get the 0 power. So angular separation between these two points where your power drops to 0 will be called as the first null beam width. So I can denote here first null beam width, just adjacent to the major lobe. So this is all about the half power beam width, and this is all about the first null beam width. So if I understand what is my field pattern, I can say if I have a normalized field, I can say my normalized field, here I have given En, then I can say my half power beam width will be 1 by root 2 to the En. ठीक है, so this is all about how I can get the half power beam width. You just measure the separation between these two and you will get the half power beam width. Now next one is nothing but the normalized power pattern. जैसे आप लोगों ने यहाँ पे normalized field को किया है, वैसे आपको power को normalize करना पड़ेगा. So if I am interested in the normalized power pattern, ठीक है, how I'm going to find out the normalized power pattern? By dividing, say I'm just denoting this power as a function of theta and phi. As it is normalized power, I'm just putting n here. So power density as a function of theta and phi to the maximum power density. ठीक है, so we have already seen what is the power density in previous session. So where you can say this theta phi is equal to power density, ठीक है, and the unit is in watts per meter square. ठीक है, according to Poynting theorem or Poynting vector, we have seen how we are going to represent this is equal to E square by neta. ठीक है, so this will be E theta square as a function of theta and phi plus E phi square as a function of theta and phi. ठीक है, so as this is the E square, I need to take electric field theta direction and electric field in the phi direction divided by neta. Now this neta is nothing but the intrinsic impedance and the unit is watts per meter square. ठीक है, so your maximum value will be obtained here. ठीक है, अगर आपने इसके साथ किया, so you can divide your power intensity with the maximum power intensity. Again your value here, whatever you will get is nothing but the 0 to 1. And what is the neta here? This is nothing but the intrinsic impedance. This is the impedance of the free space E by H. ठीक है, actually this neta E by H, actually your power density is nothing but the, I can say how you calculate this particular power density is equal to E by H. ठीक है, and neta is nothing but the sorry, E by H. So you have replaced that particular, I'm so sorry, H with the E by neta. ठीक है, and that's why actually if you're putting the value of h, here it becomes a neta by e, and e goes there and e square. So neta is the intrinsic impedance, which is nothing but the electric field intensity in, say, if you are taking it in a x direction, you will take a magnetic field intensity in other direction, that is y direction. Okay, that things we are going to cover in our unit number 3. But right now you just understand this intrinsic impedance is nothing but the impedance of the free space, and the value of this is 125 377 ohm, approximately 377 ohm. So if I know what is the electric field intensity, ठीक है, इसके अलावा if you know the magnetic field intensity, you can also find out this particular power density. ठीक है, so this is whenever you are normalizing this power density, whatever plot you will get is nothing but the normalized power pattern. So how you are going to, sorry, how you are going to draw this normalized power pattern? We are taking whatever antenna we have taken right now is nothing but the directional antenna. So your plot will be like this. What will be the maximum value of this particular power? It will be 1, because it's the normalized value. Sorry, it should be plain n. Okay, and here you will have a theta. As your antenna is a directional antenna, it will radiate more in a particular space, less in other. ठीक है, अगर आपका ये normalized पावर 1 आता है, व्हाट अबाउट द फर्स्ट नल बीम विड्थ? ठीक है, अगर आपको यहाँ पे 0 पावर मिल रहा है, तो ये जो भी एंगुलर सेपरेशन होगा यहाँ पे विल बी कॉल्ड एज अ first null beam width. What about half power beam width? Now as I'm saying, I'm talking about the half power beam width, I'm talking about the half power, so I can say it should be 0.5 pn. ठीक है, so come down, जहां पे आपको हाफ पावर मिलता है, एज यू आर गेटिंग 1, half will be 0.5 and the angular separation will be called as the half power beam width. ठीक है, अगर आप फील्ड पैटर्न ड्रॉ कर रहे हो, इट विल बी 1/√2 en. इफ यू आर प्लॉटिंग अ पावर pattern, here your half power beam width will be 0.5 of the maximum power. So this is the difference how you can get the half power beam width if your plots are different. ठीक है, अगर आपका पावर प्लॉट है, come directly to the half power. If it is a field pattern, you have to do 1/√2 to the maximum power. Now decibel प्लॉट, नाउ व्हेनेवर यू आर कन्वर्टिंग योर पावर इनटू द डेसिबल, ठीक है, डेसिबल में कैसे कन्वर्ट करते हैं पावर को? सो इफ आई वांट टू कन्वर्ट, और इफ आई एम कन्वर्टिंग इट इनटू द डेसिबल, सो इफ डीबी, पावर को आप डीबी में कैसे कन्वर्ट करेंगे? 10 log to the base 10 and whatever normalized power theta and phi. So if I'm talking about the normalized power, the my range of this power will be 0 to 1 because it's normalized. So what maximum plot, अगर मुझे पावर मिल रहा है और मैक्सिमम पावर जहाँ पे मिल रहा है, तो मेरा प्लॉट कैसे रहेगा? 10 log to the base 10 and 1. So you know that this will be the 0. And if your normalized power is in between 0 to 1, what will happen? It will go in the negative value. So whatever values you'll get will be the negatives, and the maximum power here will be 1. Okay, so here you are drawing this plot. यू आर नॉट टेकिंग द एंगल्स, यहाँ पे जैसे हमने पोलर प्लॉट में लिया था, वी वर टेकिंग लाइक 0 डिग्री, देन दिस इज द 90 डिग्री, दिस इज 270 है, सॉरी दिस इज 180, दिस इज 270. ये हम लोग ऐसे नहीं ले रहे, इसको लीनियर फॉर्म में, दैट पर्टिकुलर प्लॉट विल बी कॉल्ड एज अ कार्टेशियन प्लॉट. ठीक है, आप कैसे लेंगे? योर एंगल 0 विल बी हियर. ठीक है, 0 to 180 degree, you're going to put it here. So 0 degree, then you can say this will be the 60 degree, this will be the 90 degree, this will be something like 120, and this will be the 180 degree. ठीक है, ऐसे. और जो 0 डिग्री से यहाँ तक आएगा, you will take it as a -60, -19, something like that. ठीक है, and you are converting your power into the dB. So how, if I'm going to draw the same pattern, आपका normalized power pattern, I'm talking right now about the decibel plot. ठीक है, अगर आपका नॉर्मल प्लॉट, योर एंटीना इज अ डायरेक्शनल एंटीना, योर नॉर्मल प्लॉट विल बी लाइक दिस. ठीक है, ऐसे कुछ तो आपको मिल रहा है और ऐसे कुछ मिल रहा है. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे आपको यू आर गेटिंग अ मेजर लोब, देन दिस आर द साइड लोब्स, एंड देन अगेन यू आर गेटिंग सम माइनर लोब्स एंड समथिंग लाइक दैट. ठीक है, सो इफ आई एम गोइंग टू अनफोल्ड दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग, अगर इसको मैंने अनफोल्ड किया और मैंने पूरा का पूरा इसको, जस्ट गिव मी अ सेकेंड. ठीक है, सो इफ आई एम अनफोल्डिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर प्लॉट, जो भी आपका डायरेक्शनल यहाँ पे आपको मिल रहा है, जैसे हमने पहले ड्रॉ किया था, this is something, this is other lobe and this is the back lobe, I can say exactly 180 degree. So अगर आप इसको unfold करेंगे, if you're going to unfold and if you are putting your angles, यहाँ पे आपका 0 डिग्री एंगल है, ठीक है, then you have put it here 60 डिग्री एंगल, ठीक है, यहाँ पे you have put it 120 डिग्री एंगल और यहाँ पे आपने 180 डिग्री का एंगल, ठीक है, then यहाँ पे -60 -120 degree and then here it will be -180 degree, ठीक है, and if you are drawing with respect to and you are measuring whatever power you are getting in the dBs, आपका dB में मैक्सिमम आपको पावर कहाँ पे मिल रहा है, बिकॉज योर रेडिएशन आर मैक्सिमम इन द 0 डिग्री, ठीक है, अब मैंने इसको 0 डिग्री फिर देन आई विल से एंड समथिंग लाइक दैट, ठीक है, if you are getting the maximum radiations in the 0 degree and what are the maximum value of, you are plotting it in the dB, ठीक है, सो आपको 0 डिग्री पे सबसे मैक्सिमम और कहाँ तक मिल रहा है, टिल से दिस इज द 60 डिग्री, ठीक है, तो विल प्लॉट दिस पर्टिकुलर मैक्सिमम रेडिएशन आई एम गेटिंग एट द 60 अप टू 60 डिग्री, यहाँ तक मिल रहा है, ठीक है, उसके बाद कि आपको जो भी मिल रहा है यू आर गेटिंग 1-2 साइड लोब्स, ठीक है, सो यहाँ से लेके फर्स्ट साइड लोब आ गया, यहाँ से सेकेंड साइड लोब, यानी दिस इज नथिंग बट द बैक लोब, ठीक है, similarly you are getting first side lobe, second side lobe and then you are getting the back lobe over here, ठीक है, so if you are getting the maximum power as a 1 here, I'll get it. I have converted it into the dB. That's why on the y-axis I'll have a dB. Here I'll have a theta. So I can say I am getting here a maximum power as a 0 dB. If you come 3 dB down, whatever you are getting is nothing but the half power beamwidth. Now you just understand, once you are changing your plot, your half power beamwidth का definition changes, ठीक है. What about this one? I have, this is nothing but ये मैंने थोड़ा सा छोटा यहाँ पे निकाल सकते हैं हम लोग, ठीक है, तो so you can have this as a first side lobe, this is your second side lobe, ठीक है, and this is your back lobe. I can say this is the second side lobe and this will be the back lobe, ठीक है. Now and what about the first null beam width? The adjacent where I'm getting the zeros will be called as the first null beam width. So here if I want to define what is the half power beam width in the decibels, ये आपका होगा theta half power of left, this will be the theta half power to the right, ठीक है, और उनके बीच का जो भी separation होगा that will be called as the half power beam width. So what is the unit of half power beam width? As it's an angular separation, the unit will be degree or radian. You can represent it in either degree or in the sorry, I have written here radiation. So the unit will be either degree or radian. But generally we just represent this half power beamwidths and first null beamwidths in the degrees only. ठीक है? So this is the decibel plot. ठीक है? Half power beamwidth in terms of the decibel plot. अगर मुझे डेसिबल प्लॉट के लिए हाफ पावर बीमविड्थ डिफाइन करना है, so how I'm going to define this half power beamwidth? So I can say that half power beamwidth is nothing but the angular separation between 2 points on the antenna main lobe. They are always on the antenna main lobe, ठीक है, that are 3 dB below the maximum gain point. Now what is the maximum gain point in our case? You are having a 0 dB here. So I'll define my half power beam width is equal to theta hp left minus theta hp right, ठीक है. Okay, so we know that your theta hp left and theta hp right are the points to the left and right on the main beam maximum. Now here, whenever we are talking about the power pattern, what will be the what will be your half power beam width, ठीक है. So the power pattern has a value of 1/2, ठीक है. If I go for field pattern, my value will be 1 by root 2. और इफ आई एम गोइंग फॉर द डीबी प्लॉट, अगर आप डीबी प्लॉट के लिए जा रहे हो, ठीक है, अ वैल्यू ऑफ -3 dB, ठीक है. सो दिस इज द हाफ पावर बीम विड्थ फॉर अ डिफरेंट प्लॉट्स, ठीक है. सो इफ द प्लॉट इज गिवन as a field plot, you can say that your field plot in a power pattern, sorry, if your field plot half power beam width will be 1 by root 2, power pattern 1 by 2, and for dB plot it will be -3. ठीक है. So again, just we have talked about this half power beam width. I think we have talked about the half power beam width here, but first null beam width also we have seen with the definition. So we have seen normalized power pattern where we have taken half power decibel plot -3 dB. ठीक है. Then we will see now. We have talked about the first null beam width. We have talked about the half power beam width. Now we have mentioned one of the parameter over there, which is nothing but the side lobe level. So what do you mean by side lobe level here? How I am going to define a side lobe level? So as we know, if I am talking about the radiation pattern, this is my radiation adjacent to this main beam. Whatever I am getting is nothing but otherwise जो भी आपका intended lobe है उसके side में जो भी है will be called as the side lobe. ठीक है. This is first side lobe, this is second side lobe, and this will be the back lobe. So how you are going to define this side lobe level? कैसे इसको define करना है? How you are going to find out the side lobe level? As I'm saying, this is the side lobe. I need to understand what is the side lobe level. So SLL is the ratio of the pattern value. ठीक है. आपका पैटर्न का जो भी वैल्यू है, ठीक है, of a side lobe peak to the pattern value of the main loop. ठीक है. सो यहाँ का आपका जो भी पिक है, दिस डिवाइडेड बाय दिस विल बी कॉल्ड एज अ साइड लोब level. ठीक है. The largest side lobe level from the whole pattern gives the maximum side lobe level. ठीक है. So that's why it is called as a side lobe level. Now front to back ratio. How you are going to find out the front to back ratio? In this pattern only I can show you. This is the front lobe and this will be the back lobe. ठीक है. So next one is nothing but the front to back, back ratio. ठीक है. So first we'll define what is this front to back ratio. This is ratio of the antenna gain at 0 degree and 180 डिग्री. ठीक है. अगर ये आपका रेडिएशन पैटर्न है, मैक्सिमम रेडिएशंस आर टू द 0 डिग्री. ठीक है. एंड इफ दिस इज द बैक लोब, इट मेक्स एग्जैक्टली 180 डिग्री का एंगल टू द मेन बीम. सो द रेशियो ऑफ दिस लेवल एंड रेशियो ऑफ दिस लेवल विल बी कॉल्ड एज द फ्रंट टू बैक रेशियो. ठीक है. So these are nothing but the some parameters based on whatever radiation patterns you are receiving. Once you understand what is the radiation pattern, categorization is done based on the radiation pattern: isotropic antenna, directional antenna, omnidirectional antenna. Then you are plotting that particular radiation pattern with the different parameters, that is field pattern, power pattern, and then the decibel plot. Okay. If you understand all these plots, you can find out half power beam width, you can find out first null beam width, you can find out side lobe level, then you can find out front to back ratio. So this is all about the parameters which are based on what? They're based on the radiation pattern. Now next one is nothing but the antenna bandwidth. Okay. This is a very important parameter, antenna bandwidth. ठीक है. So how you will define a plane bandwidth? Bandwidth is nothing but the range of frequency in which your signal lie. ठीक है. अगर किसी भी सिग्नल का bandwidth पता करना है, so what about the antenna bandwidth? Now this is nothing but the range, or you can say the range of a frequency. Always bandwidth is nothing but the range of frequencies over which different antenna parameters do not change significantly. What is the meaning of this particular definition? The range of frequencies over which different antenna parameters do not change significantly. Or I can say this is the range of frequency in which antenna works satisfactorily. ठीक है, जिसमें आपका एंटेना बहुत अच्छे से काम करता है, इन विच माई एंटेना वर्क्स, पैरामीटर्स डज नॉट चेंज मीन्स योर एंटेना वर्क्स प्रॉपरली, एंटेना वर्क्स satisfactorily. So this is the definition